Hello and welcome to my ranked list of all 20 Michelin Bib Gourmand 2025 restaurants in Chiang Mai, Thailand. Number 16, Na Chantra. Based on the mostly glowing Google reviews, room price, and location in the mountains, I expected Na Chantra, the restaurant at the Chantra Kiri Hotel, to be the highest quality food and most luxurious environment and experience among the Bib Gourmands. I was disappointed. According to Michelin, set up in the hills inside the Chantra Kiri Hotel, Na Chantra offers gorgeous views of the national park and a menu that features central and northern Thai dishes. Vegetables and herbs come from their next door farm, and everything else, like the savory northern sausage with chili paste, is made from scratch. Don't miss their signature minced pork with fresh veg and spicy sauce, or the piquant yellow curry soup with sea bass. Start your evening outside with a seat by the infinity pool. Being in the mountains, this is another place like Tunin Garden where, if you haven't rented a car or motorcycle, you need to hire a Grab driver for a minimum of 4 hours just to have reliable transport there and back. Unlike Tunin, the ride here is not scenic. We all know the difference between a beautiful drive in the country where green mountain vistas alternate with dense tropical foliage and long drives through sort of downtrodden outskirts where the roads are lined with motorcycle repair shops, bus parking lots, construction warehouses, etc. This drive is the latter, and it's long, about an hour from the old city. When you do arrive, the entrance is confusing. There's no signage. I climbed the same steep hill, I mean really steep hill, like a car could not go up it, twice, trying 3 different buildings before I finally landed in the restaurant. The view of the mountains beyond is good, but marred by lots of large plastic covered outdoor furniture between the open air dining room and the pool. It's such a strange choice. What kind of patio furniture needs to be protected from the elements at the expense of making guests feel unwelcome? I guess there were umbrellas and fans ready for the Michelin man. Everyone there at the lunchtime service I attended was directed indoors. The mediocrity and carelessness did not end there. Of course, I try to go along with the recommendations. Unfortunately, the yellow sea bass curry is no longer on the menu, but excited to try more homemade Chiang Mai sausage. I asked the waitress if she would mind if I could see where or how they made it, and she told me they just buy it at the market. So I don't know if that's a new thing or if the Michelin inspector isn't as anonymous as they really need to be. The food I did order was covered with bugs, dead gnats, and I think a mosquito in every layer of my starting to brown lettuce and my pork hinley. It's honestly just disrespectful. First of all, when was this food bought? Why was it not covered? Who decided to not rinse this before serving it to a paying customer? How the fuck did this end up in the Michelin guide? I didn't find one little bug deep inside somewhere. It was many, clearly visible to the naked eye. The cook must have seen it. The waitress must have seen it. They don't serve beer or cocktails or wine by the glass, only by the bottle. And although, it's Thailand, so I understand, the wine list is nothing special. So I couldn't even drown my sorrows in anything but a fresh coconut. That was nice. It's pretty hard, I guess, to be fair to food that you have to pick the bugs out of, but here's my opinion. First, the minced pork served with fresh vegetable and spicy sauce. Utterly mid. It occurred to me while eating this that this is Thai tacos. The fermented noodles and plain minced pork with 2 different kinds of spicy sauces, one a little bit more sour than the other, wrapped with some herbs in a lettuce shell, I guess. The flavors are obviously different and region specific, but it's the exact same concept. It's hard to do super well, but also really hard to mess up. Although I guess the bugs are messing up. In lieu of the yellow curry, the waitress recommended, drumroll please, the pork hinley. But I'm a good sport, so I went with it. Just compare how small what they served me looks sitting in the same bowl to the Michelin picture. It was more fat than pork, almost zero actual curry or stew in there. subpar to mid flavor. The whole experience was so disappointing. And then when I wanted to pay, they do this kind of smarmy thing where they technically take cards, but in the year 2024 don't have tap to pay or QR codes. You have to hand them a physical card. For me, this place was a waste of money and time, and I will talk about it more in my Michelin Chiang Mai gossip video.